Henry up the middle. He takes this for about 6, down inside the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This 2nd and 4. Now it's Jackson. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. A toss left, Henry. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Escaping the pressure right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Here's Jackson to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Off the option, here's Henry. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Play action. It's Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
They'll run. It's Henry. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. They go play action with Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on fourth down. The first three, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. First and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Short throw underneath to Hurst. So the completion good for 7 there. And now 1 yard to go on third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the left sideline. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 44 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 20, here's 2nd down at a yard. Now a first carry for their fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a Ravens first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minute minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've got it probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Herbert. And again, that's Hurst. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, so that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens will take over here just shy of the 30. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Out now is the punter, Jordan Stout. Back deep for L.A. is Darius Davis. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. A final shot before the break for Herbert. Now a deep one for Johnston. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Just one field goal in a tightly played first half as we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46. The Charger drive about to get going. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. The 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns. Yardage not where he would like it. Try something new. It worked there. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Hayden Hurst. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers come right out of the locker room and score here the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just letting you know, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a running play now with Chark. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And it doesn't matter who carries it, apparently, as they'll drop him behind the line as well. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's to one of the new Charger wideouts, DJ Chark. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. And his kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We're seeing these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Draw play. This is Henry. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, a guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line has done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And that's going to be good for a Chargers 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. Taken down at the 42. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. A give up the middle to Dobbins. Down to about the 45.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Herbert now. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. They went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He's got his target. That's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. And the busy night for Henry continues. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
And the Ravens first down.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Now Lamar changing the play. Again to Henry. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Henry trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Good work there, hold them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
An option handoff here to Dobbins. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Another run here with Dobbins. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him. All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They're going for it with Dobbins. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. This is 1st and 10. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Here's Jackson. Pass complete, it's likely. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
They needed there, picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are on the field?
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Henry up the middle, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Running from the gun with Henry. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's 1st down. They'll run it again with Henry. Able to power through. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Ravens have taken a fourth-quarter lead. And that CD, one heck of a run. He just refused to go down.
And that's where determination comes in, because he had at least a couple of guys had really good shots at him, but he just said, I don't think so. Speed, power, elusiveness, all on display right there. Look like you, partner, back during your salad days in Evansville.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown, as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
Herbert. Short throw to Disley. Finding space at the 40. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Herbert to throw. That one complete to McConkey. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. Now 2nd down and a few inches. Throwing, Herbert. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Herbert going to throw. Short throw underneath to Hurst.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. Herbert. Short throw underneath to Hurst. This one came right down to the wire, and CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Good night, everybody.